here and go back and view the Tegrity presentation, how to sign up for a group. Once you're in your group, you'll notice as you look below the main menu buttons, you'll see My Groups, and you'll see whichever group you've signed yourself into, and you'll see some different options. If we go to the group home page, you'll see an explanation of the group and the tools that are available. You'll see the people who have signed into your same group. So I'll show you how to use some of these tools. The idea here is that this is a virtual meeting space for you. You don't have to trade phone numbers with everyone in your group. You don't have to have their email addresses to be able to communicate with them. There are a lot of group kind of tasks that you can do in this virtual space right inside of Blackboard. So it'll save you the trouble of having to have a lot of face-to-face meetings. So let's say, for example, that you need to send an email to everyone in your group. You don't have to know their email addresses. You can do it right here from inside Blackboard. You would just click under My Groups on your group name. You come here to the group home page, and you can see that one of the group tools is Send Email. So you click on that. You'll see the people that are in your group, so they're available to select. And let's say that I need to send this email to Cherie Davis. So I highlight her name by clicking on it. It says she's available to select. Clicked her name. And then if I click on the right arrow here, now she's selected. So whatever email I type down in here will get sent to that person. If I want it to go to more than one person at a time, one by one, I can choose whoever I want to receive that email. I'll type my subject, I'll type my message, I'll hit submit, and the email will go right to them. It will also send a copy of your email back to you, to your lost in email account. It doesn't mean that the message didn't get through, it's just sending it back to you for your own record keeping. So that's how you can send an email. If you would like to send an email to everyone in the group, you can just choose Select All and move them all over. Now everyone in the group will get the email. So that's a very simple way to communicate with your group members in between classes. The file exchange tool is very useful. Let's say that everyone in the group is working on a project together. And maybe I have done my own individual piece of the project. And I would like everyone else in the group to be able to see it, to be able to make comments on it, maybe even make changes to it. How can I get that to them? Well, I don't want to have to put it on a flash drive and go find everybody and give it to them that way. I certainly don't want to find them and give it to them on paper. I can just put that file, that document, right here on Blackboard, and everyone in the group will have access to it. So let's say that I've worked on my part of the group project and I want to upload it now using File Exchange. So I'll just click Add File. I need to give a name to the document that I'm going to put here, and maybe I will call it Project 1 Part A. Now I need to find where on my computer I've got that saved. So I'll click Browse My Computer. Okay, and let's hope that I can remember exactly where I saved it. It's called Career Inventory. So I will highlight it by clicking it. I'll click Open, and look what it says. It tells me that that document is going to be attached to this, and so then everyone in the group will be able to open and save and change that document. So I'll click Submit, and so now on, whenever anyone comes to, in my group, comes to the File Exchange section, they'll see that there. If they wanted to open it, they would just click on it. The computer will ask them, do you just want to open it to look at it, or do you want to save your own copy? Well, let's say they just want to open it to look at it. They'll click Open, and it would bring it up right there for them. So that's the File Exchange. And the last tool that you might be using is the Group blog. This is a good way for individual people to make their own contributions to an overall group project as well. So if I click on Group Blog, let's see, there's nothing there yet, but I just want to create a blog entry. So I'll click that, and it will give me a space where I can begin. So maybe this is, project number 1 is what I want to call this. And let's say that I want to attach an image into this space that will appear on the group blog that everyone will see, right? So I can kind of dress it up a little bit and personalize it. I could be a little bit creative here. I can click Attach Image, Folder, and I see that there's an image that I want to choose. So I clicked it, and then I'll click Submit, and it will appear there. I click Submit again. Let's say I've decided that's a little too large. I can make it smaller by dragging these corners. What I'm doing is clicking on that little box and holding my finger down as I drag smaller, 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 smaller. And now maybe I want to center it on the page. I think I'm okay with that. Underneath it, I'm going to write a title for this page. Maybe I will center that, bold it, make it larger and italics, and turn it red. You can be creative, you can play around with the formatting, okay? But maybe I like the way that looks now, okay? I can post the entry. Now everybody who goes to, in my group, who goes to the blog page will see that, okay? If you want to add to it, just open it right up and add to it. If you want to comment on it, you can comment onto it. And so everybody can kind of keep adding their own individual pieces, okay? Or create a separate blog entry maybe for a second project, something like this. So the group can decide together how best to use the blog feature, and your instructor can help you as well. And that goes for any of these group tools. If you're having any trouble understanding how to proceed, your Freshman Academy instructor will be happy to help you out.